Hello and welcome. Today we are building my dedicated streaming and traveling PC. Let me get some parts up here and we'll get started on some features. So today we're working with the Jonsbo MATX case. I got it off of Amazon. Most of these parts will be posted and linked down below in the description after the spot is posted, and this video will be posted to YouTube as well. In this, we'll be rocking a B65 or B650M Asus EliteAX with a Ryzen 5 7600X. And then on top of that, we'll be running a AM5 secure frame. Thing with this, I would highly recommend if it is in your budget. It is only like $7 to $8, $8.99. I've used it on my gaming PC, and it has, before I installed it, I was running around, let's say, 87 CPU temps, 88, pretty high up there. Never, I would say, overworked the temps, but installing this, having that even distribution, I deducted my temperatures about 4 or 5 degrees. So it is highly recommended. And then we're topping it off with some Crucial 600 MTS or 6000 MTS, 32 gigabytes of DDR5. We're going to be cooling that with a Noctua L9x65. It's low profile. In the case, we have about a 75 millimeter clearance, so we should be good in that area, and have about a couple millimeters of clearance. And then to cool everything through it, we're running with some P12 Slim Artic fans. We got a case of 3. One's going to be on bottom, top, and then on the front. And then powering everything, we're running with a RM750E. This is probably the smallest ATX power supply you could find, in the sense of without going with an SFX power supply. But looked into the sizes, and for the rating, or the power rating, it is worth it. And then to top it all off, we are going to be installing a RTX 4070 Super, 12 gigabyte overclock, Asus Dual. This thing is pretty sweet. I was going to go with a 4060 Super, or 4060 Ti, my bad, I apologize, 16 gigabyte, but for only $150 more. This was in my price range, and I was I hit the head on the nail, and I went with this one. So get started. Okay, so I don't think we're gonna need that. Beep. Side. So we have our Asus motherboard. Got a nice little antenna here. I kind of like the little sharp fin design. Probably won't use it. I'll probably get the minis because for traveling PC, I kind of want something that's going to be low profile. And then we will be installing our Ryzen CPU. Let's go. Ooh, that didn't sound too good. I didn't like that. Let's go ahead and we're going to. Oh no, no thank you, Rico. Move this bracket here. Ooh, does that go there? Yeah, we gotta remove this. For our cooler. Put those back in the box here shortly. Pop this. Prior to installing, always check your pinouts. There's no defective pins. Looks good to me. Arrow, arrow. Make sure my head's out of the way. Got arrow there. Arrow there. Go ahead and slightly lay that in there. Lock that down. I mean, it's not really needed, but we need to put that off to the side over here. And then balance. I think this comes with here's the frame Allen. No slippage. Thank you very much. Pop that off. Put that off to the side there. And it does come with provided bolts because assuming these bolts are too short, which that is correct. Yeah, add a little bit of height to it. You do want to retain the other bolts. For warranty purposes, of course. Get in the hole there. Oh. Put your thread. The next one. Put your thread. Next one. Catch another thread. Alright. Yep, reverse thread it. Forward thread. I think we caught a thread maybe. Let's see. Should do that cross bolt pattern. I feel like I'm going to double check here really quick. Yeah, they're going through. And just give one good old little snug, not too tight, just nice and easy. Up, up. And I say we will secure this in this bag here. Same with these guys. Retain the parts. And the black cover as well. Hit that CPU with a little bit of alcohol pad just to clean up any factory residue. It helps thermal paste stick to it a little bit better. If there's any metal oils, that such. I'll set up here. The little bracket here did come with some thermal paste. The Noctua did come with some thermal paste as well. You can order the bracket without thermal paste. It's only $1 cheaper. In the ratings of the thermal paste, I would choose Noctua over this, but I do have a XTM 70 here. This was from a previous build. I barely have a little bit left. I'm just going to use this and run out the remaining of it. I probably won't use it all, but rather use an open one than an unopened one. And been running it in my gaming PC, and I can tell you this thermal paste, it's works really well. We're gonna go to adding our thermal paste onto here. Squeeze out the first bit. Want some fresh stuff. This stuff is very, very thick. There we go. We pushed out the drier stuff. And with this, you just really need a thin layer. It does come with a card here. We're just going to apply and then remove any excess. And with having this plate here, it allows you to get that proper coverage across your little side pieces here without any major overhang. I'm just going to put a little bit more there, and then we'll just spread it across. We might need to add a little bit more, but that is okay. Get a nice solid pressure all the way across. Clean up any excess that came up. Run it again. You can see some of it does pick up after from itself if you wiped it over again. I just have to smear it again. I'm gonna add a little bit right about there, a little bit there. I'll probably add just some on the corners there. It's very, very, very thin. There's no need to go too heavy on this stuff. It is just to fill all the tiny little cracks and crevices of the metal. That excess there. Run across. And then you kind of want a really smooth layer. If you have any major gaps, we'll probably be using a little bit excess and then we'll clean it up. But having that nice thin proper layer without any pockets is what you're really wanting. So those air pockets trap the heat, and that heat and metal components. I'm gonna twist it up here. See to get a better angle. Smear. Get into that smear there. That covers that little spot. Oh, we're gonna go a little bit heavier. And we're just gonna spread that out. Find more is less and less is more, I guess. A little bit. It's like the higher it goes up here, the less less sticks to the CPU. There we got coverage there. This is not working out as I wanted it to. I think my hand is warming it up, and so it's coming more viscous. It's kind of cringe, honestly. I'm going to accept that right now. But I can tell you, it is messy. But what can you do with a mess? You can clean it up. And I just want to spread this properly. Smear. Give me that smear, bud. Alright, yeah, no. We're gonna clean that up. I'm gonna take thumbnail. Just clean this up. And we're gonna start new. Not too caring for that box. So I have another one. Put the alcohol pad really quick. Turn momentarily. Get that clean up, and I mean, it wasn't as challenging prior. I reinstalled it on my other CPU. So I built my gaming PC And then I reordered this. So I was looking into some modifications that you could do to help increase your PC's performance. And one of them was this bracket. Alright. Let's not botch this time. Little spot there. Do a little spread. Get the stick nice even. Cross stick there. Stick there. Yes. Right. Step up. Stick right there. And connect that right there. And that should be an even good layer to pull right across. And this up as well. Any excess on the card that we don't want. And schmear. I'm probably just going to add a little bit right there and kind of clean it up, and then we should be good with that even pressure spread. There in the corner. Yeah, we should be good. Get that clean up. And I think we're good. Put that away. So move that there. Do a little workstation cleanup. Keep things nice and tidy. Cool thing with this little series here is it comes, if I can find the box opening, with the AM4, AM5 bracket, and then your Intel bracket as well. AM5, got our studs, or lifter, or lifting bracket, and our screws. And then we have our mounting bracket and our second mounting bracket. There is a certain orientation that it wants us to do. So we have, you could see here, I'm not sure, there you go, you got CPU right here, CPU pointing up, and then that says south on this side right here. Kind of hard to see, but that will be at the bottom of our CPU. So it should be that bracket, and then we have our CPU pointing down, and that should be, oof, that is unfortunate. Wait. We have the lifters. That's right. We need to open them. It's gonna go there. Haha! Oh, I'm the smart boy. as I just spoke about lifters. There. So we have parts. Okay. Just going to go bracket. So we need to figure out the actual orientation really quick. So we should have Intel. All right. We have on AM5, Ryzen 5000, 3000 series, AM4 CPUs. Choose the negative 7mm offset full positioning. We want AM5, sir. On AM4, AM5. Come on, sir. I mean, should be using the 7000. Yeah. On AM5, so yeah, I think we're going to be using negative offset. With that, some other word heat sink. Just, okay. Okay. Yep, we're going to try it. We're going to see how it works. We got our -7. We got CPU. Oof. My bad. CPU north. CPU down. And we want -7mm. Give me a screw. Give me a screw. And I decided to go all black because I'm not a fan of white PCs, and 2, I wanted to keep it kind of just all murdered out, no RGBs, just a little stealth PC. Oh, we're missing something. There we go. -7 would be the bottom one there. Seems a little off. Just a bit. A little uneven there. We're going to see though really quick before we lay it down. So I'm going to lay it back. You know, we're going to go, let's see here actually. Hmm. Yeah, we're going to have to orientate it, I think, be the center of the CPU cooler. It's going to want to line up with the 0, 0 and 0, and looking at it here, we do have clearance up top, so I'm going to put it at that 0, because contact looks like it's at 100%. When you have it offset there, it looks like it, so at the bottom there, the cooler looks like the bottom of the CPU plate sits about here, and the top of it would sit around kind of off, just off a little bit. So we're going to just change that. Slide that one in there. I mean, it looks better just that way too, I think. In the sense of it being even. Full commitment now. Screw it up. I haven't tightened them down yet. I'm just screwing them in to make where they make contact, and then I will go into that star pattern and give a little tighten down, tighten down, tighten down, and tighten down. I'm just going finger tight, finger tight. I believe this one should get a little bit more, and we're good. Good prime. And then, let's see here. We will need another screwdriver, one that is longer. You grab that. And we're back with longer screwdriver. Perfect. These are spring loaded, so nice and tight, and it should kind of give that even distribution either way. A little bit at a time each time. Swapping sides. One should be connected. It is not. Back this boy out just a little bit. I thought it was. Get in the screw hole there. There we go. Just a bit. I got bites on both sides. Nice even pressure. With that bracket in place, or that CPU bracket installed, definitely allows you to tighten that cooler nice and evenly across itself. Nice and snug. Looks pretty solid. I don't really see any yep, we're good. And then we're just going to run that to that CPU fan right there, a little fan header. Kind of nice how it is just short. We're going to kind of tuck that there. And I really want to make this a super clean build. I'll tuck that wire down off to the side here without twisting it too much. Let's go back that way and down. I think. Yeah, it's not too bad actually. Have that nicely tucked. Not making the contact anything else. It'll do. Not really straining a cable either. And we'll put that off to the side. And put our little CPU kit. It does come with an extender if you ever need it. But with this orientation, we should be fine. And then with the Noctua, you do get a little badge here. And we will be applying it to our PC. Because I like owls. Constant our SSDs. Our SSDs. I was just thinking about my SSD. It's actually so the SSD. I forgot to mention what we're running with is a Samsung 990 Pro. What? You gotta be kidding me. 990 Pro, 1 TB. It's from my laptop that I was running off of, and it just has all my data. Be an easy transfer over. The original price I think was like $179 on sale, so it wasn't $129 or $139 on sale. That's why I said SSD, but our RAM we can go ahead and install. Alright, we just give a good inspection of the contacts. Alright, and we got slot 2. Go ahead and put that around there, but get in there. There we go. Nice little solid click. Go 4. So tight fit. We did get our audible click. And under here, we have our 2 SSD slots. So under here though, let's not lose those. We do have our thermal paste, so if we're on there, our main one. M2, sorry if I got in the way there. M2A. No, yeah, M.2A, M.2B. B. Removing A. Not too sure if I really want to remove this one as well. We probably should. I mean, I don't know. Not sure if it'll do any harm, but it's plastic in there, and I don't like that idea. But we can go ahead and remove this, and we will save that for our SSD drive holder. Cool thing about this too is this board comes with these quick latches for your SSD drive. So I'm not too sure how these work yet, but we'll see how. Put that in. And oh yeah, it's just a little side lever right there. Pull this up and show you. So if you can see right there, there's a little side lever, and it's just a quick little detach, so you don't have to use any screws or anything like that, but you just put it down, lift over, plop it down, and let go, and it holds it down. That's pretty cool. Throw that one guy back in there. Push down, tab over, and it's held in place. Go ahead and reinstall our heat plate, heat shield. I don't believe I'm catching threads. That one should be. And right. Yes. Threads are in. Put that up to the side there. Do a little bit of cleanup. Trash. We'll put our trash back here. RAM. More trash. Noctua badge up there. Thermal paste. That away. And we are ready to install into our case. So let's go ahead and break down files. So we have our all black Jonsbo case. It is 10 by 10, like 10.5 by 10.5, and by 8 inches wide. So we got 4 slots. If you're running a 2-slot card that's pretty thick, you might run into some issues with thicker fans. That's why I kind of went with that slim. And then with the top side as well, you have your little fan intake right up here. You have your PSU right here. You might run into issues with a thicker fan up top here, or the orientation of where your fan is. So I went with those thinner. So all these tabs here, or all these panels, should come off, I believe, with, let's see here. And it does come with a mesh bottom, which is really nice. Oh yes, that's right. We have this little tab right there, right there, that you press down, allows you to pop off your first panel, and it's just held by these little studs there. You got two in the back, 2 on the top, 1 on the bottom. So we'll just put our panels to the side, and I think the rest of them should just pop out. Yeah. So pressure tabs. They are plastic. Here. So let's see. They might be plastic, yes. Okay. High grade plastic or metal? No, plastic. Some thick plastic, it looks like. Pop it back. Front. Side. And now we have our lovely little skeleton. Let me readjust this camera here so we can get proper angle. And right about, nope, there. Perfect. All right, so just come prepared. Some little snippies. Nope, twist tie. Perfect. So in this case, I want organization to be a priority. So in this case, we have a few zip ties. It looks like a Velcro tie. Another plastic clip just in case you have breakers, and then we have, looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 case fan screws, and then I believe those would be like your SSD drive screws there. And in the tiny bag we have a standoff and a standoff screw there. Not too sure. I think that might be for something else. But we got front I/O headers. We have a USB header or power-ish. Power. And then we have USB or audio. My bad. And we have USB. One is a USB-C header and one is a USB header, but they go to a USB, I think 2 or 3.0, I believe. 3.0. I would have to double check on that. It goes to a header on the board. All right, so we want to go. Oh, wait, no, my bad. Some of those were for. This might be a tight fit. There we go. And we might have a problem. Let's move these out the front. Might make that a little bit easier. And then we're gonna go. And lay it down. Nice. And I'm gonna hold on to. I gotta get past that thicker cable. Here we go. One. Move forward. What do we got? There we go. Just going to line ourselves up on standoffs. Looks like we need to go down there. And solid. I dig it. So those are for your SSDs. These are for your motherboard. And they come with little washers too, which is nice. There's quite a few holes here. Let's go there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. Dropping screws already. We're just about to. Just gonna load up these washers really quick. Load on these washers. Super thin washers, but if it makes a difference, it makes a difference. Not sure if it really does. See ya. I think 5 more. Or no, 4 more. 2 more. Hard at maths. So here's our little focus. Focus. There we go. There's a little screw there. And a little washer. This goes on. Like so. I think we might actually use my magnetized screwdriver. Where did it disappear to? Think me, boy. Spink. There it is. Aha, I found it. Silly me. Actually, we might go with a bigger Phillips drive. Yeah. Yeah. That's gonna work. More stable stability. There we go. Stable stability. English. Oh, Jesus. Catch a thread, will you? Oh no. Oh no. Is there a standoff there, or is that the extra standoff that I was supposed to have go there? Oh, that's got a bunch of screws on the bottom. See? I need a little light. Little bit of light. Gosh darn it. I done goofed. I done did it. At least we only did 2 screws, which it ain't bad, but still don't really want to pull this whole motherboard out. But you know what? I am an innovator and I find other ways to do things. Not really innovator. Just work smarter, not harder, dude. Just gotta figure it out, you know? Unthread. There we go. And we're just gonna do a little lifty. See what we can do from here. Oh yeah, sure enough. Yep, sure enough. We're just gonna go ahead and steal that little standoff there, and we're just gonna throw that little boy up in there. Yeah. I don't want you just gonna take that little standoff there. Just gonna throw that up, throw that up in there. I don't know what you is, but are you oh, it's like a little and this kit comes with like a little Phillips head nut driver for these little studs. I mean, it might be useful if I can get it in its thread. Sideways here. And we lost it. A little lift. Problem here is these cables. There we go. Give me a little room now, Ricky. Thank you. Oh, now I know why they give you your screw stand nut driver, because them is hard to get in there. Them's that's a tight screw. No, okay. Now we got through the threads. Nice and tight. Solid. Now we just gotta get it back in place. Lift up. Backside. Thank you very much. Thank you. And right into place. Line up, lined up. Just about lined up there. Would you look at that? Now we got a screw, little screw spot. Turn that back now, and then we're gonna proceed. Washer. Okay. Let me go with that back standoff first. Not too tight. Missing one. Go one across over here. Flashlight off. Thank you. All right. Down and drop the washer. We have one guy. It's all right. Wasn't anything important. Just my little toolkit. Oh no, we dropped the washer again. That is a pain in the bottom to get right there. Holy, come on now. Gonna get got. You got it. You got it. Let's try that again. Nope. All right, we gotta go down with it. There we go. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 more. Go through. Oh, did I lose it? Almost. See if I can actually. I would like to bring you guys down here, but nope. I apologize. Apologize for the aggressive movement. We are back. Sound and safely. Gosh darn it. More unimportant stuff. I didn't mean to drop it. I apologize. Loud noises. Let's see. I just got that one more, and then we'll go through, give a little snug down, a little safety snug down. All right, snug. Snug. Oh, we still have that little plastic piece. Oh, where'd it go? That's right, my little SSD drive. Plastic piece. I have just the tool. It fell out of my little toolkit too. Some tweezers. Gonna get that guy out of there real quick. Apologize for my dome piece. Beautiful. Snagged it. Put that cover up on there because you guys are sharp. Alright. Nothing blocking, nothing in the way. So we were continuing on, snugging things down. Snug that guy. Snug that guy. There. Just a little touch up. Solid. Okay. Let's check these guys. No, that bit don't work. Okay, so now we have our front headers. We'll have to remove that. Kind of want to install the fan, or at least install the bottom fan first before installing these to kind of route them off to the side, but I don't think that would really matter. Either way, they're going to be in the way. Actually, let's see. That's going to be tough right there, actually. We're going to go here. A little bit of thinking right here. I want to pull this through. We're going to run that down. This is going to get ran up in this front corner. Because we're not using any SSD drives. Wait a minute. Is that the right one? Oh no. Oh no. That is a tight squeeze. So that might have been one that we would need to plug in with the board up. Here, let me pull this down and I'll actually show you guys because this is a little messed up. So let me get a little light here. So we have a little USB port here, or ports here, and we have just that little gap to fit right up in there, and here is the size. So it is literally going to be a very, very tight fit. We might have to back this out, unfortunately, because it sucks. Man, that's what you get with building PCs. You adapt. You adapt and you learn. Focus for me, Goose. Center. All right. I'm gonna try to squeeze it in there, but that it being a double cable, it's kind of tight. Tight like a tiger. Let's see. We're gonna. You know what? I would rather take out these 4 screws at the front here. Wires, these 4 screws to move. I am thinking we will. It would fit if we were able to get it to plug in, but the fact that this little tab here is kind of in the way. Actually, we can probably pop it out. Try not to break it. Maybe if we get this little tab out, we might have some success. It's getting that past that tab though. Nope. Yep. Oh boy. I mean, even if we do plug it in, we might have a problem. Even if we pulled the board out, we might have a problem putting it back in if we were to have it plugged in right here, trying to pass this front IO right here that we have. We might have to break down the front of the case. That would be acceptable. We will be working with some mini Allens. That might be a rivet. Is it a rivet? No. Not a rivet. Just some mini bits. We're probably going to be rocking with I believe that would be it for the outer, and then for the inner, we're going to be running with I'm not too sure. Oh, let's see. It looks like it. It's just. Maybe it's just this corner here that's holding itself. We will see. If I can find my screwdriver again. There it is. Just something back here. So y'all can see what I'm doing. It's tough. We got a bottom screw here. But then we have, what happens now? Dude, honestly, I think those might be just stripped out. That would be unfortunate because that little bit just continuously just turned. I don't think it's stripped out though. Just making assumptions. But we will make it work. All right, what are we looking at here? So yeah, I think those do. Those feet. I think it, yeah, that's the only thing that's holding it in place besides just the. Oh, it's completely attached. Like we gotta. Okay. Because we are. Removing the whole entire bottom. We'll see how it goes. It is getting a little warm in here, and I might turn on my AC. So there might be a little bit of background noise. And I hope that doesn't affect the quality of my microphone. It'd be quite unfortunate too. if the motherboard, RAM, CPU did not work. Because when I received it in the mail, the box was a little beat up. There was little indentations on the box that was a little concerning on the top, but the internal cardboard seemed to not be to be dented or really impacted. And so we're gonna run with it. We're gonna, after we finish this build, we're gonna run and download our BIOS, our flash BIOS file for this motherboard, and then we will try to boot her up. So we need to remove now what are you looking for? Feet need to come off to remove the mesh. No, thank you, buddy. I do need to grab a drink, and I'm gonna hit that AC on because it's toasty. We got a little mesh screen here. Pop up. Decent quality. It doesn't seem too flimsy. The mesh is, I would say, it would stop most particles. But I will return momentarily. Bottom here. I think those are AIO bolts. That would be holding. Shut up. Not rivets, no. They look like little Allen keys. About this size. Too small. Too small. Option C. Too small. Let me go grab an Allen. Here we go. I have my doubts on the size. No. Alrighty then, let's figure it out. What can we do? That side don't work either, does it? Hmm. 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 See. Put back. those would be the one I think. Think those are the ones that are important that need to be removed to break this board down here. Where does that go to? I don't like that. Look at that. Okay, let's go ahead and remove that one. Oh dang. Oh dang. I can tell you. They done put that screw in there real tight now, and well put together, I would say. It's a solid little box. Yeah, that's making progress. We're getting separation over here. Now we got to get I think it's this guy that we want. Or wait, maybe. Now we got our separation over here. Now we're gonna flip it over. Ooh, we making progress. I dig it. I like it. We got that one bolt there, and then we got that one bolt there. What do we do now here? What do we do now? What do you do, bolt? What do you mean no? Separate? No, no separate, no separate. What about? I think we got separation there. Where is it? That come off of there. Okay. We're looking at. Oof. I know that one right there needs to come out to remove that lower section, but that top half should be fine to be removed there. Too many rivets, too many bolts. Rivet. rivet, rivet. Yeah, those are holding itself there too. That is unfortunate. I don't have the. All right. I want to make this happen. How do we make this happen? I need separation. I need you to work with me. I just want to be friends. I'm not trying to destroy you. I'm trying to add on to you. All right, let's. Yep. Yep. So yeah, we got our separation here. That separation there. You got some separation there from the front is what we need right there, but then we can't separate it from there because we have a little rivet thing that's not coming out, so we're going to try to figure that out. I'm going to throw in a bit that was kind of catching, that wasn't spinning, but was catching spinning, but wasn't. It was. You know, I'm just not too keen on what's going on here now, and I'm just getting really discouraged, and I just want to figure this out. I know you want to hold on to that, but even if I remove that, I just remove this little plant piece. That wouldn't really do much. I need to remove the little rivet, man. The rivet. Yeah, that guy needs to come out. It ain't coming out, it's just spinning. What do you mean, bro? That better not be it. It's just wanting to spin. What do you mean, man? I am struggling. I really don't want to pull out all the screws, man. I don't want to do it. But I feel like I have to. I mean, it's, if I can just get the thing to separate just ever so slightly for me, I would be able to get it in. Oh, I got the little tab out. That worked out for me, I guess. I'm just gonna kind of slip this in there without. Oh, that ain't getting slipped in there without it getting removed, man. Oh. What if we put it in if we lifted it up just barely? Maybe. And I can remove the front IO at the bottom here, plugging it off. Check out this though. Power button. I'm trying to reassemble it, but yep, we're doing it. We're gonna pull the screws. Shouldn't take it too long. Should take us just. I already know where the screws are at. There's 2 screws here, and we just gotta remove those screws. Pull up the board just ever so slightly. Make that connection. Plop her back down. Pull out. Put all the screws back in, and then we're back on our way. There you go. Go ahead and seat that boy down. Rear IO. There we go. Next. Washer. Washer. Get in there. Catch the thread. Thank you. Almost. It wants to. There we go. So last 2 screws, and then we can progress. This is the fun part about building a PC, I would say, is the process. You know, having to troubleshoot, reevaluate, think, the kind of be tedious about it. Plan ahead and kind of. I didn't really plan ahead on that. That was just a failure on my part. There we go. Come in and 1, 2. Oh, we got one more after that. My bad. Don't lose the washer. All right, now let's go through, give them a little quick snug. Get in here. Now that we got that problem out of the way, we can reinstall these. I want this cable is running down this way, if I can, and then running back up to the front here, just like so. Nice and neat like. This screw. Screw. Front button. We need to get that reinstalled. Okay, so that was. Of course. Of course. Just falls right behind the motherboard. We're going to try it again. Right hand. Power button. Flip that guy around and oh, send it again. Try it again. Put that there. Put that there. And it there. Oh, oh. Let's put it on the front. I guess that might be a little bit easier. Sorry if you guys can't see this. It does help the process for me. I apologize. Be angry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. Nice and snug. Well, thank you, Rico. Okay. So we're gonna get power cable moved over here for right now. Move speed or sound header. Audio header. Tuck this guy back down here. That's gonna look real pretty right there now. Right there, done looks real pretty. Already. I like it. Looks good. Could we feed it behind the motherboard? If we could, that would be even cooler. So we can do that though. Yes. We can give it a little tuck. Just ever so slightly so it holds it right in place. And then we're gonna go front audio. That'll be right there. That little boy right down there. Try to do is run it across the bottom here. Nice and neat. Real pretty like. Little pin. Right there. Empty pin. Down. Right there. That little bend. Double check it. Open pin down. And seated. And that. Nice and tucked. There we go. Look at that. And we're gonna run front panel header. That would be, let's see, not your USB, but your power. Where is, ooh, let's see. I'm looking at that guy right there. Okay. Yeah, that guy right there. So, probably can't see it, but we're probably going to be going right about there. I think it's that boy. The plug matches the plug. I think that's all that matters, right? Yeah. Unless it goes that one. No, it goes that one. So what we're going to do with this is we're going to just kind of tuck it back and all this too. And make that nice and invisible. Actually, let's see. Son of a gun. Good thing it was nothing important. Tried a bunch of screws. God darn it. I guess that will be a later thing. Did lose another screw though. That's great. Unless I used the wrong one. That was the same. That one. That's that little one. Okay. And we'll move on, I guess. Put that down there. What I was going to think is we can tuck this down this side, run it under the bigger cable that we have for a USB front header, and then running it down this way, fill up. Turn this with briefcase. Oh, there's the phone. So, what I'm explaining here is we have a little power button right here. There's our cable. We're running our cable. Tilt it towards you guys just a little bit. Running that front cable right here. And we're going to run it down behind here, just kind of in this little pocket. And then we'll feed it to that front power header. Back sideways. Get that. Down. In there. What going on? Wait a minute. I'm not counting and do many wrong. Oh no. Oh no. That would be. Not that one. I'll give it another try and see if there's any other headers that we see here. Nope, audio. No. RGB. CPU, system fan. Hmm. Audio, different audio, and then you have your comms, LEDs, USB. I think it would go to here, actually. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. All right, yeah, we're gonna try that. That one plugs in. Yep, we're gonna go with there. If it works, it. If it fits, it sits. All right, 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 Rico. If it fits, it sits. Right, right. No, he ain't with it. Okay, now we got our front I/O headers installed. Now we're gonna do our system fans. I believe that is our next step. So don't blind you guys. In the pack here, it does come with some longer screws for radiator and some short screws as well, if you are using a radiator. But in this case, I mean, you probably could if you were to loop that front to here, I mean, to your front. You might be able to put. No, maybe. If you were to do 120, but fucking a cooler like this would do better than a singular. We have. I'm gonna go intake down bottom, intake here, exhaust out the top. Orientation fan out. And then we want. So with these fans too, another reason why I got them was because I didn't know, at the time I bought these, I didn't know which board I was going to stick with. This board has 3 headers. I was going to have them hooked up to individually so I can control each individual one instead of having them all in a loop. But with these, they do come with a Y splitter, or Y splitter, where you can link all of them together and manage your cables a little bit better. But this bottom one, I do want it to be set by itself, and the top one, I do want it to have. I might be. I'll run the front and the bottom simultaneously to get that even pressure coming in, and then exhaust I'm going to be running a little bit higher than these two to force all of it out, or to get that negative pressure, have that even pressure, I guess. We're going to run. Let's go ahead and screw it in first before anything else. Back screws. Direction do I want it to sit? So if I'm going to have the cable curved around here, kind of keep that nice and neat, probably have it sitting there. Yeah, have it sitting right here. Put the top screws in. Pull this back just a little bit. Okay. Yeah, let's keep it in place. I apologize for the noggin again. Straighten up. There we go. Nice and really tight to tighten down. Come on. Nice and snug. All right, we got our first bottom fan in. Let's get that front one in. So this is set up for the configuration for SSDs at the moment. We'll probably it's gonna need to drop down the bracket, and we'll probably angle it. Try to say midway. But I do want to have it blowing over the RAM and not hitting the RAM, so we might actually have it sitting kind of like towards the further side over here. PSU is going to be right here. It should be stopping about here or so. And so any cool air is going to be coming there. And then, yeah, we'll work with that. So, cable's in the way a little bit. There we go. Come on. Go lay down, baby. Snug, nice and snug. Figure out length and cable connections. I think we're gonna have, of course it's gonna be on the inside, but I want to see. We have our cable, our wire running down this way, running down this way. Should have enough length to connect to that bottom one. Yeah, that should be good. Just get a few threads started, thank you. Start with the bottom because my hand's down there. Back the screw out just a hair, so let me slide it all the way over. So kind of want to go with the one over here first. Push it all the way over. Strip that just a hair. Need some pressure over here. There we go. I messed up. I need to flip that around. We want that as a intake, not an exhaust. Gosh darn it. That's better. Same orientation, would that work? Yeah, still line up. Well, thank you, buddy. Me boy. Oh, thank you. Snug. Nice and snug. Snug that guy down. And snug that one down. Solid. Sounded like it was hitting something. Not anymore. Okay. So now let's route these two cables together. Push this down. Fit the secondary cable or the splitter cable back in this little corner here. And I'll feed it up and under. Can I feed that up and under? I'd much like to, yes. Feed that up and under. Turn it off to the side here. And plug in. Oh, wait. That's a splitter. This cable running through. This cable pushed back. Tucked away. And then we want to put our fan on. Let's do the system fan 1. Or actually, we'll run it down to our system fan light. I need some light. I'm going to go with system fan 2. Gonna hook that one. Hook this cable here. Okay, see if I can see it up the screw a little bit. System fan there. Thank you. Tip that back a little bit and then run. We're going to run the cable behind our front power cable. Come on now. Plug in our other fan. And then a little bit of that. And the transfer here. And then put that down in the corner there. Beautiful. And we're going to run our top fan. We're going to run it off down to the side here on the. It's going to be hidden by the power supply unit. In the best routing order. Even running it all along the side here up top. Actually, if it will reach. We figure it out though. I do want to orientate the fan, or the top fan, instead of it being here over the PSU, I kind of want to move it here in this orientation so it's getting more draw throughout the entirety of the system over here instead of coming off to the side where the PSU is sitting. Kind of just centering it out. That would be so we're gonna have it sitting here, or we can have it sitting here, or there, actually. And it's either these two slots or these two slots, and I think one of these are, yeah, those two slots, these two slots, or those two slots. Yeah, we're gonna move it, scoot it on over. Or do I want it over here, allowing the fan to blow in more and to pass over? Nah, yeah, we're gonna put it over here. Rico, no, thank you. I apologize. I do get a new apartment though. My gaming setup or my streaming setup will be in a different room. That is for sure. Mm. I made that a little too small. No, we're good. I would like to have it right here, dead center, right across where the center of the other 120 mil is. Because either we have to have it offset here or offset here. This bugs me. What I'm thinking now is, if I have it here, is it just going to be pulling this air coming in from the front just directly straight up, and then I should have it over here by the PSU and have the air coming from here pass through it all and being pulled up through this whole entire. Yeah, rethinking. Do it the right way the first time, or the right way you want it the first time, instead of having to go back and change it up later. Back in there. A 140 mil would do nicely right here. Yeah, 140 mil would sit here. But 140 mils are expensive. Might be an upgrade down the road if I need it, but 120 should be fine. Should be fine. Here. Shoot. Which one is it? Okay, yeah, it's that one. It's that one. Boy. Snug. 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 We definitely have length to run it across the side of the motherboard. Figure out. We want to hide some of the cable a little bit, pull a little bit tighter, have it running back a little bit here. That was just cutting a little shy on the length. Let's see. Does it make it down that way? Yeah. We'll just give it that extra length and call it a day. Just run it along the side there, up it down, and we'll plug it in. Sounds good to me. And we will probably run it where it's, I think almost, I would say, right above the board's I/O and the CPU. Not like all the way down, or it could help with cooling, just all right about. There's no pass through there. Yeah, I would say right about there would work. Yep. Yep. We'll do that. Rico, no thank you, buddy. Just get one screw in. Get screw in. The one thing I don't like about these fans is I think they feel like they're super fragile. I mean, they're super thin, but you don't want it too tight yet. Adjust it. Sorry, I apologize. Nice and snug. Oh, crap. I don't want to snug it up yet. We want to scoot it down just a hair. Just a hair. Say right about there. A little bit lower. I'd say about there. Snug that up. Snug that one up. Fans installed. What if another system fan for pump? One use pump. I don't have a loose cable though. Here. Rico, no thank you. Tuck this little lead back here and down. Run the cable kind of through. I'm going to run it through the heatsink, so I'm not sure how hot the heatsinks get. I don't even want to run it across the board either. I mean, we ran it to system fan pump. I don't think it's going to make a difference at all, honestly. Let me do that. And that allows us to route it immediately and it gets back here. And plug it into that system. I get that extra slack tucked in and under. And yeah, that looks good. Get rid of this extra. Get it tucked under. Should be able to get something in there. Wherever you will. You can. There it is. Nice and hidden. Oh, get back under there. Hidden and that cable right behind it. Okay, now we got. We're gonna throw in our graphics card, and then we will. Actually, I think we want to throw in our cables first, our power supply cables, and then we'll throw in the GPU, and then PSU, and then we'll wrap it all up. I think that would be a solid option for us. Yeah. Bust out PSU. Cable. I kind of have an idea of how I want to route these in a specific kind of way. I want to bend these out of the way of the fan there, so I'm gonna get a nice little bend, kind of like a little kind of deal. And we're gonna plug that in right into avoiding the fan, and then I want to tuck everything. You know what? We're gonna disconnect this really quick. So we already know we want to plug it in there, and I want to get this to bend, and we're gonna have it kind of chilling up in this area, and I'm gonna zip tie it to something, or zip tie it right up in here. If I can zip tie it to the, yeah, I should be able to slip a zip tie right into the SSD port there, or we're gonna go off to the side, bend that way, and then we're gonna do it up, down, and then the PSU. I don't really want to zip tie it all together yet until we get it all connected to PSU, but it should be sitting right around there and then kind of tucked up in there. Leave it at that for right now. Have that pushing on the RAM, not really anywhere else. Yeah. There. Zip tie it to that. And our cable. Give it back to me, thank you. Cable would be plugged in right there. We have some nice, neat cable management out of the way. Run that out this way though for right now. Get the CPU. For the CPU cable, I think we're gonna side. For the CPU cable, I think we're gonna run it from the up and over. There we go. Nice and seated. But what I'm thinking is having it tucked back down in this area. See, pop a twist. Twinkling cables there. Have it running across the back here. Have it nice and folded on itself. And then having it run right to the front on top of the PSU. Or sitting right on top of the PSU, kind of. Or that kind of idea. You can see kind of like right there. Have that coming that way, and then our GPU cable. What I'm thinking, since this is going to be probably the last one, because I want to install the power GPU before we install the power cable. But since this is our 12 volt or 16 pin or 12 high volt cable or connection, focus, maybe. No. All right then. But they're going to be plugged in either in this orientation, and I want to have it running back, down, and around, and then on top, or down this direction. Yeah, we'll have to figure that one out. Okay, time for the GPU. This little bracket here. And our 2 slots. I'm going to do for right now, I'm going to put these screws up here, bracket going up there. I'm going to put this off to the side really quick. Oh, come on now. Oh, there we go. Box in here for you guys. We got our supplied Y splitter. We won't be using this. We have our view here. A little bit of informational stuff at the bottom, warranty stuff, power supply information. Here's our beautiful little GPU. She's a little thick. Thick old radiator. Let's go ahead and remove all the plastic. Actually, we'll be, yeah, we'll move this out of the way. Put this off to the side a little bit. Move that thermal paste, move some tools. Over. It's back up here. Tweezers, where'd they go? There they are. That's it. Right. Give me. Little tabby tab. Right. There we go. All plastic is removed. I love that black. So not all plastic is removed. We still have the back plate. I've got to remove our port covers. Give me a corner. There we go. Performance or quiet mode. And this. The cool thing about this is this has a reinforced metal backing, so having it being a travel PC, this should be a little bit more stable, and then having this integrated or reinforced PCIe slot. Slide that in there. Get it out of the way. Click. Wait, not that all the way. That there. Beautiful. Let's get those screws in. Pull up just a little bit. Nice and snug. That's for them. Snug. Snug. That ain't going nowhere. Okay. Bracket installed. What happened to this group? I think. I think I lost it. I lost it. Please. What did I do with it? I think it might be this one. Yeah, that's it. I'm gonna move from over here. That's the snug. Okay. So I believe we should kind of figure out where I want to put my PSU cable real quick. It's going to be plugged in that direction. So we want to have it, it's going to be a little bend. That's there. This is tough. Hold on, let me face it towards myself really quick. See what I'm thinking here. Plugged in there. Have all the space over here. Yeah, I might run it from here, have it run down, back around, and plug in that way. Yeah, that seems like the best option. Let's get our curve going. Plug in there. We're gonna have not too much tension on it. Gotta make sure that it's not like hardcore bending out of the power supply port, but that it has more of a gradual angle to it when it comes out. Not trying to bend it too close either. Have it there. It's going to be pushed against the bend it just a little bit closer. And having it turned, orientated that way. Have that there. That's looking a lot better. And then we'll have this bend here. That down in this corner. And then the cables are going to go under. Put it in there. And then the PCIe cables there. That actually is not too bad. What we're looking at here so we have our, oh, here we go. So if we have our power supply cable running here, have it turning, looped around down to the side here, I'm going to try to have it more orientated away from the graphics card a little bit, or try to have it leaning that way, I guess. Yeah, away just from the heatsink, and then having it run up and then attach into the PSU up here. Nice and neat, out of the way, out of from any fans or anything like that. And so it's PSU time. Let's get this guy is not too big, not too small. Should just be just right when we get that orientated in there. That is what we're looking at. We have about, let's say 15 millimeters, or yeah, 15 millimeters of space in between the PSU and the CPU fan. I'd say about 4 inches in between here, 3.5 inches. And then on top of the GPU, we have about, I'd say, 2-3 centimeters from the top. But everything else looks like we should be good to go. I'm gonna go grab the cable, not the cables, the screws for this. No, thank you. Got some zip ties. And then we got a little screws. Okay. Bust out the screws here. No, thank you, Rico. Do have a little bit of room to wiggle up or down. We do move it up, just creating a gap, a little bit further gap in between the power supply and the graphics card, but it would allow air to be particles to slip through, so we're going to close that gap up instead. snug, 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 and snug. So let's go ahead and plug in the graphics card last. CPU, run up. These bottom ones are top ones. I think we're gonna run I think I want to run it up top to the top ones, run it up here over the fan, and then over across to the, and have the power supply cable plugged into the bottom ones there. Top ones or bottom? Yeah, we'll plug these in here. CPU here. About the thing. Just like that. Just. Me just a little bit. I can fit my hand here. Like to. Thank you, bud. Back and down just a bit. Quite unfortunate. It's not really much space to work with here. Put that up. And slip the screwdriver through. Pull back. Push. And slip there. That's better. Push down there. No, thank you, Rico. Side there. Down. I need that light. Down. Goes up. Goes back down. Back up and around. Probably zip tie this right to the SSD slot next to the fan here. And that back just a little bit more. Down. Tighten it up. Motherboard cable actually will start zip tying. Oop. Finger got caught. Right there. Not gonna make it too tight or anything, just nice to hold it in place. Might throw another one there just to hold the bottom down and fan cable in. Why not? I got enough. Like that. Right. Gonna grab that with tweezers. Feed that through. Fell backwards. Slip backwards. Go. Come on. Try it again. You gotta be kidding me. Let's try it one more time. Skip that back. Light. This process of the cable management. Under there. And grab it. No, no. Thought I had it. There we go. Now pass it back through. Get a better grip on it. Nope, a better grip on it. So get through there. There we go. Much better. And let us swivel. Same here. Clean up. Swivel. Swivel the stuff portion. And then we shall I want that to get in the way of the flash. Good now, the just in case we try to grip over just the hair. And motherboard. No, thank you. People there. There. That nice and thin. On the side here. Come on now. Let's see. That go there. Up. Place. Rotate and plug in there. Get that nice little bendaroo. Smaller. Tuck and done. Put it in there. Click. And click. And then now to manage this little file. There. Throw a little zip tie just to get the first anchor. Oh, oh. Fan is where I want to go with it. Move it back that way. Here. It's just like that. Just throw another loop there. Lock it down there, and I'll show you guys just here in a second. The zip tie to hold that guy down. Yep. Not too tight. It's nice to hold it in place. Tuck that out of the way. Give that a nice little turn. And then for the power supply. It's going to be pushed down just a little bit. Angle that cable right there. Turn it this way. Or behind. Fan still making contact. The cable is making contact with the fan. I can't speak today either. So what were you going for here? We were going for I was going to loop back around that way. We're going to straighten that cable out. I really don't want it to be in contact with the fans. So I think we need to go. I think we're going to have to rotate just one more time or one more twist to get that to turn here. All right, rotate that cable. We'll give that a nice little bend there. So when you come down here, it starts to automatically rotate itself back to kind of flatten it off to the side here. Give that a little rotation. And we have it flat, going straight back, and then rotate the back cable just a bit. Still going back towards the don't want to put it in the front here because the coils could kind of tuck it up here, I guess, and run it across the top. Actually, I think this might be the way. She's gonna get that to rotate this way. Right across the top here. Get it to rotate down. Yeah, I like that. I'm digging that orientation. I'm going go and zip tie it all together before calling it a day. I think we might just zip tie. We do have do a double. And then figures here at the top. Oh, no. And then come back through, go under the bottom. Now, but we'll use the hold in place. It's a snug out of the way. No hard angles. No real tension. Throw in another zip tie right up here. Click. Talk a little test. Not coming out. So, show you guys what I have here. It's a little dark. Let's see if I can get a light. So, we got our motherboard power supply cable coming from the PSU. We're running up over here, up to the top. And we have it looped around here, coming down, back around, and then connecting to our motherboard. And we're going to flip that over here. We have our CPU cable right here, right there. That is running across the top here, going above this fan. Get that angle right there. There we go. You can see going above this fan across here, and then goes back across here, loops down, loops back around, and then connects down to the power supply connection. And then for our GPU power supply, we're running it from the cable back here, or this set right there, running across here, going up and above the fan, or across the fan here, and coming back up and running across the power supply, and then plugging into the PSU. And I think we're going to connect the, or not connect, my bad. Going to zip tie a few more the fan cables, and then see where the zip ties go. There they are. I could have used one of these. These are longer. How am I going to hold my phone up here? Or do I just balance? Let's see. How is my phone's balance game? I'm not sure. Yeah, it's not too bad. It's getting a little pretty dark. The outside light was nice. Yeah, we're gonna go fan cables now to tighten those down. So we're gonna run this way. We have this little fan here hanging. We're just gonna probably zip tie that right there. Just so it's kind of, yeah, it's gonna be tight. Yeah, it's sitting there. Yeah, let's probably have it sitting right up there. Zip tie it there. Super long zip ties. I don't like it. Put them out of the way. Give a little snippy. This one. Oh yeah, this main. It's a fabric roller, but a roller Velcro, but I don't see any use for it. Everything's kind of just use of zip ties, so I don't think we need that. Go back to the top here, or the bottom, actually. Let's see what we have. Yeah, this fan, cable, there, right here. Let's think. Yeah, it probably won't be too much of a bump if we installed the zip tie right there, unless we I want to zip tie it all to like everything to itself. I do want to make that sit kind of tight on itself. Where is that tweezers? I'm thinking that I can slip it behind the screw here. Sorry if my phone's in the way. Kind of a tedious little spot. I slip the cable behind through. Need the use of a I want to stay sitting behind the screw. Probably just goes okay right on top of that. Little bundle of mess. Let's see if I can get it. And maybe zip tie that one for sure. But other than that, the two fan cables here and here tucked away pretty well. Probably toss it right there. And call it a day. Assemble it all back together. Get the power supply going. And maybe one more. Floating around over here. All right, here we are. I guess we're done with the complete blacked out PC. We got our power supply, GPU, fans all installed, our AIO header, our RAM. I think we're good to reassemble now. I don't know if I can remember how to put these little pegs back in and screws. See, they are a stop it. See, torch bit. Yep. Wait. Probably reinstall the screen and the feet first before doing those, because I'm not sure if that matters or not. Super clean. I like it. I'm happy with it. Very happy with it. All right. Screen. Got slight problem. I have lost a foot screw. I'm not sure how detrimental that is. Let's see. Flathead. Oh, not flathead, but Phillips. It's all look the same, right? No. Oh, there it is. I found a matching one. pegs. And we're back to the torch bit. Good. Snag and check that one snag. Two more bottoms. One. Great. Lisa, thank you. go. There. Nice and clean. Good front shot. Here. Nice and clean. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. All right, let's get some side panels back on. We do have ready to go. Okay. What I'm looking for is the, there it is. Oh, tab. Look out. Tab back in. There we go. Maybe swap them that. Oh, how about that? And there we go. All put together. Ready to go. Now we got our travel strap. Just gonna go right through. And through. There we go. Ready to go. Travel PC. Boom. Now let's go ahead and see if this boots up and gets past gets us to BIOS. Which one? Here is. I need the light.
There's a keyboard. On the take this mouse keyboard and put it in here. And then let's go on. Sidekick. Just check out. And then let's go ahead and hit that power button. Better if we plug it in on the other side. There we go. Power on. Moment of truth. We got lights. I didn't want RGB, damn it. What do you mean? I didn't want that RGB. Let's see. CPU fan, GPU fan running. I'm just waiting for the. Still has a boot light, but I'm thinking about hitting the reset button back there. Hit the reset button. Maybe if we try to boot it up again. Recognize it. I do want to get the flash BIOS for it too as well. Get that downloaded really quick. Let's see. Source 360M. Source 8. Check audio drivers, Windows. We don't want that. We want BIOS. May we have a few things here. Pretty sure I just want to install that. Yep. Do a double check here.
That's it. Camera's going off. All right. Moment of truth. We have the BIOS update installed on our flash drive. We got our flash drive plugged into our BIOS port. Now we're going to start up, and hopefully we can spam the delete key and get some progress. We're going to end the stream here, I guess, and call it a night. I'm going to finish up figuring out getting to the BIOS and getting everything set up, and then eat some dinner, and then I will see you guys on stream. I just want to thank you guys again for watching, and I will catch you guys all later.